Welcome back. This is RER Deals of the Week. I'm Ankit.
And I'm Jeff.
We're going to be talking about deals for the week of June 22nd to June 29th. We're going to hop over to the Hudson first and see what's going on in Jersey City. Jeff, what do we got for them?
Jersey City took a look at all the deals that came on the market this week, and we've got one deal for you which met our criteria for deals of the week. Just before we start, though, we're going to go over the base assumptions that we use on all our deal of the week calculations, and those remain unchanged from last week. Those are: purchase price is 100% of the list price. Interest rate on your mortgage is going to be 5% for 30 years with 25% down payment. And then insurance, maintenance, management, utility costs are all there for you to use or adjust as you deem fit. With that, we'll move on to the deal. This week we have 34 Winfield Ave. It's a bank-owned property, which is listed currently at $62,600. This represents a pretty steep discount. It's a small property, but it does have a 4-bedroom unit, which is very valuable in terms of rental yield. That being said, from our discussions and looking at the pictures, we estimated it needs about $60,000 of work. Using those numbers with $10 grand for closing and holding costs, that's one thing you're always going to want to take into consideration is the holding costs on a deal. We're projecting a total investment of about $135,000 to renovate the property and then tenant it up. That being said, it's a pretty good discount to the market price at $170,000, so you have a couple investment strategies here you can take advantage of depending on the style you prefer. First is a resale strategy where you can sell it at market to an end buyer for a profit of about 22%, $30,000. Not bad. Or if you prefer to buy and hold after putting in the work, you can do a refi strategy at 70% LTV, meaning you can get out almost all of your investment. You'll probably end up with about $20,000 or so in there, and that equates to an extremely attractive yield of 70% on the money that is in there with the rental income coming in. So that is a great deal if you can pull it off, and that gets a little more creative, but if you're able to put in the work and do the refi, it may be a good option.
Right. So like Jeff said, sometimes deals have two options in them, right? And you have, as the investor, have to decide what is the best route to take here. From my side, I think on this one, Greenville is not necessarily a great buy and hold location in general because you might not see any upside in value. I would just flip out the deal out of this one. What would you do, Jeff?
I think if you can get in and get the money out, I would just hold it. 70% on $20,000 is not a huge investment in there. $1,000 a month, let it cash flow. You may not see any upside appreciation potential, but at the end of the day, you're still collecting that $1,000 check a month.
True. So it's a matter of your decision as an investor. Hence, each investor has their own risk-reward criteria. Whenever we invest with any investor or consult them, we advise them about the same thing. Look at what you want to do as your risk-reward, and we'll base a strategy around that when you invest in it. So that's the only deal we got for them today at Jersey City?
That's all we had in Jersey City, yep.
All right, so we're going to swing back over here to Essex County, right by Newark, and we're going to talk to you about the deals. The assumptions remain the same that Jeff already spoke to you guys about, so I'm not going to repeat them. We got two deals for you this week. The first one is a property on 866, 868 South 18th Street. This is a little bit in the West Side Park section, south of Springfield Avenue. It's a buy and hold in my opinion. Their asking price is $68,900. It's a 10-room, 5-bed, 3-bath, so it's a good, decent-sized unit. It needs a little bit of work based on the pictures, which we haven't estimated in here, so we're taking it at face value that they are rentable. Based on market rents that would be coming in, you'd be making about a 14.4% cap rate on it, and a levered rate of return of about 38.5%. But word of caution, obviously, you have to go look at the property and see how much work it needs inside of it. There were no internal pictures, and we weren't able to get in touch with the agent about it to discuss a number for rehab. So if the number for rehab is high, it could adjust your cap rate down, so you would have to consider that in your risk-reward criteria when you look at this deal. The next deal that we got is 76 Adeline Street in the Weequahic section of Newark. It's closer to Newark Beth Israel Hospital, as you guys can see on your screen. Same thing, it's a 2-family, 6 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's an 18% cap rate on this deal. It's fully renovated with tenants already in place. So you're getting 18.8% with that. If you lever it based on the assumptions we talk about, it's about a 55% return on investment, and that makes it my deal of the week for this week. Jeff, what are you looking at?
Absolutely, I agree with you there. I mean, you can't go wrong. A turnkey property yielding almost 19% on your money.
It's a good location. It's a good deal in that nature. Obviously, you may not have some upside down the line because two families do have a lot of distress that may come onto the market. So keep that in mind. But if you got a long-term horizon and you're just looking to park your money and make a good return for under $100,000, that's a good deal to look at. So those are the deals of the week from my side. I don't know if I would recommend 34 Winfield Ave as a deal of the week, but we have no choice. So if you're gonna take Winfield Ave as a deal, I would say flip it. Jeff?
Obviously, you know, this is just from our brief overview, but I haven't gotten out to the property. If you do, it's a decision that you have to make based on your own investment philosophy, but I think a cash out refi could be a viable option if it works for you.
All right, and then my deal of the week in Newark is 76 Adeline Street. Jeff, you're on the same page on this one?
Absolutely, yeah. That's a solid deal.
It's a solid deal. Go take a look at it. We appreciate you guys always tuning in week after week. If you guys have any questions, feel free to call us or email us. The number's going to be on the screen, obviously. I'm Ankit.
And I'm Jeff.
This is our deals of the week. Thank you so much for tuning in.